go.
Welcome to episode 5 of the Cringe Squadcast, and today I'm joined by Dylan,
Hello.
Aidan,
Hey, what's up?
Vignesh,
Yo, what's up?
Russell,
Hello there.
and our newest member that has joined the podcast today is Franco.
Hi guys.
Now, Franco has been a long-awaited member, as you all
this
know,
is Finally,
ever since the first episode.
I'm finally here, guys.
So, yeah, welcome to your first episode of the
Hopefully
podcast.
it goes well.
Finally, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, I think the first thing we should kind of quickly get over is like we already said, this is Franco's first episode on the podcast. So, if everyone could just give a short little applause for Franco.
Wait,
And we hope that he will appear in more future episodes.
Oh, yeah.
But Dylan, you wanna talk about the topic for today's episode?
Yes. Now, I have a feeling this is going to be a fan favorite. The topic for this episode is school stories.
Oh yes, school stories.
And this is actually part 1. Part 2 will actually be in 2021.
A possible part 1, because we don't know. It's most likely going to be a part 1. Again, it really just depends on how much time we have, to
Yeah.
talk about it. Because really, we could be talking about random crap for hours.
Yeah.
But really, we don't have the time, so I think the longest we can go for an episode is like an hour and a half. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be talking about school stories, and really, we're gonna be talking about for this episode mainly. We're gonna be talking about elementary school memories, and I think
And some middle school memories.
yeah, if we have the time.
Yeah.
But mostly we're just gonna be talking about in this episode, what it was for us going to elementary school, and maybe this might be a little bit more longer than the middle school one, because technically we kind of have to talk about in this how we met.
Well, actually,
We
Russell,
went
sorry to
both.
interrupt, but we've actually blended in some of the middle school stories into this episode.
Yeah, I'm not saying like we're gonna completely like not talk about them. I'm just saying not all of them.
Well, I say we get started.
Yeah. So who wants to start us off?
Actually, how about Franco? Take it away.
Yeah, go ahead, Franco.
I can start off with some good ones. The first one I'm going to be talking about is the camp stories. There's two of them, but the second one's a little bit shorter than the first one, so I'm just going to be talking about both of them anyway. And so this takes place in 5th grade in 2017. This was around April. And originally, we were going to go to Camp Campbell, but then the weather got bad. Like, it was a lot worse. And
Like the roads were flooded.
yeah, and they had to cancel Camp Campbell. And instead, we went to this Camp Vanita. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And I think this might have been like the first night. When we got there, we were like in our rooms, like with our groups, and we were all sleeping. But then, out of like nowhere, we hear like a loud thud, and this woke up everyone. Not only like with us, well, like a little content or context. Me and Dylan were in the same group.
Yeah.
And yeah, and like we had other kids who really didn't like us, I believe, and we just
I think what Franco's trying to say is that in where they were, you have basically multiple different cabins.
I think like
Basically, you have, I believe, 2 sets of bunk beds. I believe. Am I correct in saying that?
I think we
There were
had,
3 actually, and
Oh,
just to
3
add
sets
on,
of
sorry
bunk
Franco
beds?
to interrupt, but basically my water bottle hit the
Yeah,
floor,
Dylan-
and made a loud bang.
yeah, Dylan had a metal water bottle that
Oh,
fell off
that's the worst.
yeah, it fell to the ground and it caused like a really loud noise that woke up everyone, and even Aidan's group, who was like in a different room, they all heard it, and we
Yeah.
were like this, and like I think we were a little bit annoyed by it. Like we were like, "Oh my god."
I mean, yeah, everyone was like half asleep, and then they just hear this loud bang.
Yeah.
I
So
think
that's
honestly, metal water bottles are like the best and worst thing to happen
Yeah.
or to have, because not only it's like metal and like you could, it's basically the pound of goddamn brick. Like if you throw it at someone, you're gonna cause them brain damage or kill them. But because of obviously it being metal, it's if you drop it, it's gonna one dent the water bottle and two make a loud ass noise. So
Yeah.
no wonder like a whole like two groups of people would hear that, and it's like what the who did
And
that?
I actually, there is a small dent. It's actually not that big, like the dent. It
Wait,
was
you
on the
still
bottom
have
of the
that
water
water
bottle.
bottle?
Sorry, what?
You still have that water bottle?
I mean, it's in my house somewhere. I have no idea where it is now, but I remember there was a small dent on the bottom.
Oh, okay. Well, the second camp story, I think it's like took place on the same day. I think it was like, I think it was like a little, I think it was like a couple hours, maybe 1 or 2 hours after 12 p.m. occurred, and like me and Dylan were in like we were in our groups, but actually like before, I should have said this earlier, but before we went to like hike, I saw there was like in the room, like near the entrance, there was like a little phone, and in my 10-year-old mind, and this was before I turned 11, I thought it would be funny, or yeah, I thought it would be funny to pick up the phone and not dial any numbers, but say something similar to this: "Hey, I'm stuck in here. I need help." And I didn't know
Jesus,
this.
Franco. Oh my god.
I didn't know this, but
Oh my-
but if you like pick up that phone, it automatically dials 911.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
the cabin leaders told us,
And
like,
Aidan-
in case of an emergency.
Holy.
Yeah, and Aiden, I think you might have told this if I'm correct. When your group was like, because we had different groups, like we were all like going at different times in like different categories.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think your group, like there were like police officers there.
I didn't see him, but yeah, I heard. I think a group or two saw him. I think I saw a car, but I didn't see any officers.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Yo,
there
I
were.
can just imagine like a group of like 10 to 11 kids just like, yeah, we're gonna go hiking, it's gonna be so much fun, and all of a sudden a squad of police cars just comes right up to the campsite. It's like, okay, I heard someone said they got stuck in the building, where are they? And it's like, oh, it wasn't us. I mean,
And you know, like
what
do you know
hell's
what the
going on?
do you know
That's
what
a
the
fun.
funny part about this story is? I did the funny. Oh my. Okay.
I'm sorry, Franco.
All right. Well,
Oh, man.
the funny part about the story is that I didn't get in trouble. Like I didn't like get like suspended, or I was limited to different activities. The only like thing that happened that I could really call like a punishment or like a warning sign was that I was trying to do it a second time, but then like a staff member saw me and was like, "Hey, do not do that," and I was like, "Oh, okay," and then hey, let me go, and I'm still amazed that I'm got free because of this stupid thing I did in my dumb head.
So basically, you're saying you just got off scot-free.
Yeah, I didn't get like the police didn't do anything. I didn't get in trouble by staff. I was basically free.
How the hell did you do that?
Yeah,
I-
that's
That's
here.
because like I am
They're
like
probably just like, oh, it's one of those dumb kids like calling on the phone again. All right, move out. And it's like, well, I didn't get arrested for that. Sweet. Well, one, because they can't arrest a kid, and two, because they know that like they probably had multiple kids do this in the past. So they're
Russell,
like,
you know
ugh.
cops can't arrest kids, right?
yeah, I've seen like pictures or like posts of like kids being arrested by cops on YouTube, and thankfully I wasn't one of them.
Well,
And
I don't think we
it's
should
not
linger on
surprising.
this one for too long because we still have many stories
okay,
to get through.
okay. Who wants to go next?
Well, actually,
Franco actually has one last one.
yeah,
Oh,
this
okay.
isn't like anything camp related, but this is still 5th grade, so I'm going to be talking about the Switch incident. Now, for a little context, this was 2017, and we were still in 5th grade, and this was when the Nintendo Switch first released. It released back in March, but I got mine on day one, but I didn't bring it to like school until like May or something. And like I was playing with like a couple of my friends out before class, and a lot of people were attracted to it because I'm not sure. I might be incorrect, but I think it was like the only kid in the entire school who had a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, they're basically just all just like, oh wow, it's that new Nintendo console, sweet. I want to go and play that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're so rich.
yeah. So we get to class, and we're like actually, how long did this last? Did this last a week or a couple of days?
I
What,
don't
playing
know.
the Switch?
Yeah, in class.
I've lasted like maybe
A few days.
like 3 days.
Yeah, like 3 or 4
Okay.
days,
So-
maybe.
Okay, so our fifth grade teacher, like whenever like we would be like having to do assignments or when we had free time, we would play my Switch under the desk, and there would be like we were having like a Mario Kart tournament, and like everyone was like, or most of the class was, like enjoyed this, and I still can't believe like we didn't like the teacher didn't catch us earlier. Like we were under the desk. He could have easily seen us, but yet we didn't get caught until one day we were like watching a movie based on like a book we read. I forgot what it was called, but we were watching that, and
I think it might have been some book that was kind of like a murder mystery kind of.
It was the
right?
Westing game. Anyways,
Yeah.
continue.
all right, so we weren't playing under our desk, or I wasn't playing with these people, or at least a few of them, because some are new members, or I didn't meet these people until, or I didn't meet Vignesh and Shad until 6th grade and a couple months ago. But basically, we were playing the Switch inside the desk, and it was one of those desks where like it's one of those desks where like you store like your books and your textbooks and stuff. And we had the Switch in there, and we thought we were gonna get away with it again. But I didn't know this because once again I was pretty stupid back then. The brightness was reflecting like a lot because I think it was on like max brightness, and it was a dark room because the movie was playing, and the teacher saw the brightness and thought somebody was using their iPhone. And when he gets up, I hide my Joy-Con like in my shirt, like, and like because I didn't like have I think I was wearing a sweater, but I didn't have like a. Actually, yeah, I was wearing a sweater and it had
I don't think your pants or like your shorts have pockets either.
Well, no, I was
think-
wearing
I
like
don't
I was
think
wearing
so.
like a sweater. I had like sweater pockets, so I put it in
Yeah.
there. And then like there was this kid named Francis, and he was actually talking to Francis, like, "Give me the iPhone." I was like, "It's not an iPhone," and he was like, "Okay, well, give it to me. It's a Switch." And so I gave our teacher my Switch, but I still had my Joy-Con, so I was controlling it, and he freaked out. And near the end of the day, like near the end of the day, like it was like a couple minutes before class, and I had someone distract Mr. Lockhart, and I went to his desk and I took the Switch back, and like when the bell rang, Mr. Lockhart was like, "Wait, where's the Switch?" And I was like, "Oh, I have it." And then like he was like, "Give it back to me." I was like, and some student, I know it was a girl, like some girl came up and said, "No, it's his Switch. Let him keep it." And like everyone or a large majority of the class was defending me and telling Mr. Lockhart to let me keep my Switch. And in the end, I got to keep it.
Well, I mean, you're
Amazing
gonna
story.
like take it away from you forever.
Well, yeah. But I still
hadn't stolen.
like, I still can't believe like in these kind of like risky and premature or immature moves, I still am lucky enough to get away with it.
Yeah, like in these stupid situations that you put yourself in, you somehow get out of them in the dumbest way possible.
Let's
Yeah.
still get out of them.
Everyone's just like, what? How? Why? What?
And it's still like
Everyone's just like befuddled. It's like, what the hell just happened?
I think the luckiest situation I ever got off of was when I stole my mom's debit card.
Okay,
Franco,
buddy.
we don't need to get into
Yeah.
that.
Why?
Yeah, you're gonna-
I believe the
Well,
word
so-
you're looking for is anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aidan,
Anyway.
shut up.
Well, who's gonna go next since I'm finished with right now?
I believe that Aidan is next.
Yeah.
All right, Aidan, take it away.
So yeah, go ahead, Aiden.
Here, Aidan, if you don't have like the bullet points, I could just tell you.
No,
Your first one.
I got it.
All right.
Okay. My stories are pretty short ones, but yeah, my first one was it was in the same class as Franco's last story, and basically we just made up this game where Franco would sit on the chair, and then he would flip a chair upside down, and then you would sit on that chair, and then it'd be like you're controlling a spaceship. We called it spaceship, and he would like, move the chair to the left and to the right, and then
I
yeah, the
remember
teacher didn't
how.
like us playing it, but like we still had time to play it.
Yeah, that was so much fun to do, and
5th grade was like one of the best years, at least for us.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
think
because
Yeah.
since you guys obviously don't know our school lives, for 5th grade it was me, Dylan, Franco, Aiden, and our other friend Ryan, which you have seen on previous episodes of the podcast. We were all in that classroom, so we
Yeah.
had basically the fun of our lives in that class. We're just
I
like,
think
we're all together. This is gonna be hella fun. Let's do it.
It was an awesome year.
I think the reason why I decided to do that was because I was pretty bored, and I think this was
I think,
when we did our group project.
let's all be honest here. When you're a kid, school is hella boring. You're like,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on, I just get these lessons done and over with so I can leave and play my video games.
Yeah.
I agree with
Yep.
that.
And then all of a sudden, like, the bell rings, you're like, freedom is mine! And
Yeah.
you just run
Hey,
away.
can
I
I-
agree. That
It's like,
sounds like
Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead, Dylan.
I remember one time we were like writing some notes in this same class. I know. And Franco actually ate some sunscreen.
What? That's
Wait, what? I don't remember this.
I remember you pulled it out of your backpack and you just ate some. And I was like, what?
I don't remember. The only thing I can remember, doing something like that was that when I accidentally sucked out all the ink from a pen.
Oh man.
how do you
Okay.
survive after that?
Same class once again.
I think this was 4th grade
You don't
actually.
understand,
I did
this
that
is
pen
5th
thing.
grade, we're
Oh,
still
never
children,
mind.
and we were dumbasses.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I
Alright,
didn't
well-
Oh my, I think, wasn't I there for that?
This was
I
4th
don't
grade.
know.
No, this is 4th grade. You're in a different class.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, this was 4th grade.
Yeah.
But once again, guys, I don't think we should linger on this story too much as well. So, Aiden, you can
Yeah.
say the next one.
continue off.
All right, my next story. I'm not gonna say any names, just cause. But basically, I think, yeah, I still don't know like exactly how it went, but this is what I've been told like a couple months ago when someone was retelling me the story. But basically, a girl pushed some guy into the bookshelf in 4th grade and knocked down the bookshelf, and the books all fell out. And it was just the funniest thing ever.
Of course, it was the
It's like-
one day I was absent.
Yeah, and it was just funny because, like, the
Of
bookshelf.
course, like
Yeah,
the one day that Dylan's absent, some funny crap happens and everyone's just laughing their ass off. And
Wait,
it's like,
wait, Aiden, what
why
year was
wasn't
this?
I there for
this is 4th grade.
Was I there?
I mean, yeah, Aiden,
I mean,
not
yeah,
sure.
you were in our 4th grade class, Franco.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, but was I there for that
The
event?
story about how you sucked ink, pen ink from a pen in the
I
same
didn't
class.
even know I was doing it because whenever I get bored, I just chew off the end of the pen, and I didn't realize I was sucking the ink.
Yo, Franco, I think because of that, don't you have 10 fingers now instead of 5? Like, is there something
You're supposed to have 10 fingers.
Yeah.
on one hand?
Uh-huh.
How would that happen?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
that don't
some
make sense.
genetic crap.
So we
But
just
anyway.
two stories, and now we're bringing up 10 fingers to one hand. Where did this go
Yeah,
off?
for real though. All right,
Like,
my last
girls
and
move
final
up.
story. Obviously, last and final mean the same thing. But yeah, I'm not gonna bring up names either because I know you're definitely not allowed to do that considering this story. But basically, a fight broke out after school between these two kids, and one of them was taller, not super duper tall, but taller, and the other one was shorter, shorter than
Like a
him.
midget.
Not like
And
terrible.
a little angry midget.
Yeah, but the shorter guy had to punch up, at the guy to even do anything, and the tall guy was just running backwards, kind of in a circle. And so I didn't really. There wasn't anything like good fighting wise in there. Like there wasn't much. It was just like funny to see that. But then the principal walked out, and I don't know what I say is what it looks like. It's like if like a bee nest just broke open and all the bees move in like this weird formation. I don't know if you ever seen that in movies. If
Yeah.
like bees get disturbed and they all move and like it looked exactly like that. Luckily, I had already been on my way, so I wasn't
So like
seen or
everyone just like
anything.
scattered.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
like,
much.
oh crap, the
And
pistol's coming, run! And it's like,
yeah, it was really funny.
when was this,
And
like middle school?
This was
yeah,
like
this
7th
is
grade,
no, this is eighth
right?
grade.
Oh, it's 8th grade. Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
No,
Eighth
because I
grade?
remember there was
you guys
there was
weren't
something that
there.
was
I
about
was walking home
I
with
remember
like
because
some other people.
this
But
this
Eighth
isn't one of
grade?
my stories, but I remember something that happened in like what's 8th grade, I think, when like someone said like someone I was walking to like lunch or something, and I there was a group of people like like somewhere near me, and I heard one of them say, "Yo, you know about like two girls about to have a fight in like the mile area, right?" I was like, "Wait, what the hell's going on?" And so like everyone starts running out, and everyone's heading right towards like the grassy area where everyone does the miles at. And I look over, and there's two girls like clawing at each other with like cat fists, and like I was like, what the hell? There's like a
Oh
cat
my
fight
god.
happening over there, and
That is just crazy
I
wild.
just see like
Yeah,
the vice principal coming down, and it's like the same thing you said, and everyone just scattered. Everyone's like, oh crap, the principal's coming, run! And everyone's
I
like,
don't think I've ever seen a school fight before.
I haven't either, and I wish I did.
I actually have seen
me
it.
either.
It was really brutal in lunch.
I haven't gotten in. I've gotten in like vocal fights with people before. I think everyone at least has one that they had in school.
Well, yeah, there was.
But I
Well,
never
yeah,
really
there was.
had a physical fight. I've had things that have happened to me, which I will mention when I get to my stories. But it's like, Jesus, that hurts.
Yeah. I know one kid, or there was a kid. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to invade his privacy or his personal life. But we wouldn't do this during school, but we would do this at our apartment because he had the same apartment complex as I did, and this was my old apartment before I moved in 2019. And basically, like around late afternoon, we would like go to the like playground or grass area, and we would have these fights. And sometimes we were doing it for fun, and sometimes we meant business.
Man.
But yeah. Anyway, Aidan, are you done? Because I think.
I think that was the last story.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
pretty sure.
Alright,
Yeah.
who's going next?
How did this go from school stories to talking about Franco playing with his apartment neighbor?
Well, anyways, the next person up is Vignesh.
Wait. Also, I might just have to leave mid thing, but
Mid
yeah,
episode.
that's just a heads up.
So,
Anyway,
so really quickly before we get on to Vignesh, if Aiden leaves mid episode, make sure that it wasn't on purpose. Make sure you guys remember that it wasn't on purpose.
yeah,
It
because
was on purpose. He just had to go.
yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes during these podcast episodes, some of us like have other personal stuff to do. So,
Yeah.
Anyways, let's
But
get
yeah,
on the
anyways,
Vignesh.
all right,
Go
Vignesh,
ahead,
take it away.
So hey guys, so I have three stories to say. I know three stories to say. Yeah, I know I told many of my friends true stories, but actually I have one that I came in my mind. So if I could include that. And
Alright.
so the first story I'm actually gonna tell is something that happened in elementary, where I guess in third grade in Dallas, Texas. What happened is that in a bathroom, I actually went over there because I was literally need to go and pee. And after that, what happened is that someone just made a nasty mess on the bathroom toilet, and it was just such a mess. I just ran to my classroom and said, like, I told many people, like, there's something over there, and then people thought that I did it, and
How
I
messy?
did not do the thing, and it was so disgusting.
How
So that's
messy? I can already imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, and the second story is going to be something in middle school that happened. So it's where I think most of my friends do know, except some of them. It's going to be PUBG style. It's something that we did in sixth grade. This is
No,
me just doing
no,
some
no,
sort of
no.
a
We're
hand
not gonna
movement.
bring this up. No,
See,
no.
PUBG style was like this weird
PUBG
dance that
style, and
Vignesh did
God
in
yeah,
6th
damn
grade.
it.
And
Okay.
everyone jokingly hated it, or everyone just like completely just thought I was obnoxious. So I was just doing the PUBG style, and it was just so hilarious. Though I now completely stopped, but it's still something that is really funny. The third one is going to be something like something I think in 8th grade in the lunch area. I think I saw two people that I couldn't name. They were fighting like they're fighting like hell, and they're just like throwing people like throwing the sweaters and just hitting them each other and throwing foods at them, and it was so hilarious. But then also like, kind of like weird to watch. Like I think I was so close to them, just like one of the foods just spat on me, and it was so
Ugh.
disgusting. And
Oh my god.
they threw the food and all the cardboard on me. I'm like, yo, what the heck is happening? And I rushed to run away. It's just so hilarious. But yeah, those are the two stories I want to say.
Yes, real quick, back to the bathroom, like it all being like gross.
Whoa, Franco, Jesus. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Why
No,
do you want to go back to the
What do you want to say, Franco?
bathroom?
how gross was it? Because I know, like in our old school, like in our
Oh
middle
my
school,
God, why
there
are
would be
you
times where I would go to the bathroom. I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't know if you guys have seen this as well. But there would be times where there'd be like puddles of pee on the ground.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It was
Yeah,
so
I know.
School
I
bathrooms
saw
are
that
actually
movie.
like the
Hold up,
worst.
hold up, hold up.
And
Before we,
teachers
before we
ask
continue
why we
on,
didn't go
I
during
just want to
lunch.
mention. Hold up, before we continue on with this whole pee discussion, I want to quickly say something really quick. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, that's kind of cringy. Anyways,
Okay, so I did this one last thing, and I just like saw like many like I don't know toilet paper and all the stuff in that toilet. It's just so funny.
that's nasty.
yeah.
Anyways, let's
I
move
think
on.
everyone that at our previous schools, whoever went to the bathroom, was a dumbass trying to figure out how to use toilet paper.
No,
Yeah.
they just did it just to be,
No, seriously,
idiots.
like
No,
there,
idiots
there,
that
there,
goddamn gross. Like
there have been
Jesus.
there have been kids that would like leave rolls of toilet paper on the ground and they would not flush, like either if they peed or pooped, and it was so gross.
All right, well, we could be talking about this all day, but
Yeah.
let's move on to
I
Jay.
gotta go. So see you guys. Don't
All right.
forget to yeah.
Everyone
Alright,
who's
see
watching
ya.
the video, say bye to Aidan.
Bye.
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 Alright. So who's going next?
Chad,
Yeah,
you're up.
Hi, Chad.
Alright, so again, I'm from a different school than these gentlemen. So, I'll talk about my elementary school story, and it's like I would just call it the Treehouse story. So,
Oh.
after school, there was this like treehouse, if you can call it that. It was just like, wood, like thin wood boards, just like laying on a tree, and we just like jump on it and like I guess swing around like with like the vines, because the vines were pretty strong. But anyways, like I had like a group of friends with me that we always played with this treehouse after school. But like there's this other group. They were older than us, and they wanted to. I know it sounds cringy, but they want to claim territory. Quotation marks. Claim territory. So,
Oh,
and then they wanted to
sweet
fight
Jesus
us, and which
Christ.
was just absolutely ridiculous. But it's just like that was just so weird at the time. I was like, what? Like, I was just like confused. So like, yeah, after that, we just did some like disgusting, and they decided to back off. Nothing, like nothing weird happened or anything. But going on to middle school, that's pretty weird. It's just like, okay, so here's like one middle school story. My friend, me and my friend were hanging out, and so he had these like Sports Illustrated like mini calendars, and he was hanging them out to like friends, like my other friends, and like the if you don't know what Sports Illustrated is, it's these like hot models like wearing bikinis, and he got caught and he got sent to the principal's office. But I kept mine, so yeah, like that was just weird. Because his stepdad, I think, bought him for it. Bought him for it. So like I don't know why my friend would like just decide to just I don't know hand out like Sports Illustrated like calendars with like models in bikinis. Like that was just so weird. But okay.
I mean, not trying
Anyways,
to
that
go
was
really.
short. But
I'm not gonna say the full word, but it's basically the kid version of saying, basically, putting out videos of the the P word. I'm not gonna say that.
Not really, but anyways,
Not
let's
really,
continue.
but
Kind of,
yeah.
kind of.
Okay, my final story, because my stories are so short, I barely remember anything. So, anyways, my story. Okay, my final story is me like. Okay, this was when I was in 6th grade and I was like in 6th period. So I had a weird addiction to snorting.
What the
No.
fuck?
Yes.
Oh man.
Hear me out. Yes, I said that snorting. Yeah, you're gonna
What
be
the
like
hell?
WTF. Okay, so
Okay, just go on.
I I snorted. Okay, the first thing I snorted was vitamin C powder, and it burned my nose, and actually like kind of like after like it burned so much, my like nose like bled like after school when I was at home. That's how much. That's how bad it was. But okay, yeah, I know it sounds really bad, but
Oh god, it sounds so
okay,
Oh
bad.
my.
and then
Oh
the
my
second thing
god.
I snorted were animal crackers, and I was in like a camp, and they're just
Ah!
passing these out. Yeah, I know.
Holy! Oh my
And
god!
yeah, I just like
Okay.
okay, I lined it up on the table and I just snorted it. I mean, it wasn't good. If you expect to get a good feeling out of it, you're totally wrong. It's
Oh
just like
god.
it's just like stuff up your nose.
I don't even want to know
Yeah, it's
how that.
terrible.
I don't want to imagine that.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
Nasty.
Anyways,
Oh
oh,
my
and
god.
okay, here's like the last short story.
Holy crap.
So okay, in like 6th grade, I would like fill my mouth with like water, like up to like the brink of it, like where my cheeks are like puffing out. So I had my cheeks were full of water. So one of my friends was like doing this like stupid like SpongeBob meme. Yeah, and so he was like, oh, like doing that Patrick meme. And apparently it was so like hilarious. Like I spat it out to my classmate next to me, and he got like his whole jacket like drenched. Oh my god, like dude,
Wait, was
Wait,
this in class?
wait, Chad. What Patrick meme was it?
like it's like you know how Patrick like picks up the phone, like the guy was calling like, oh, is this Krusty Krab? And it's like,
Oh
no,
my
it's Patrick.
god!
I just I don't know why. I thought it was so funny. I just couldn't like handle it. I just spat it out.
Chad,
It
was
Right
this
next
in
to
Yeah,
my
I
class?
classmate,
can.
and I felt so bad. And my teacher came over and was like, "What are you
Oh my god,
doing?"
that was in class?
That was in class, in the middle of
Oh
like a
my
teaching. No,
god.
not even in the middle of teaching. Middle, we were just like doing worksheets and stuff. So I probably got his paper wet too. Oh god, I feel so horrible. Just saying.
Actually,
Yeah.
like a quick
I
side
may talk.
that I know that I've talked a lot, but Russell, I think you might have remembered this. I was like, we were doing like our history project, and like we were assigning groups, and
What,
I
sixth
remember
grade?
my group, and I kept laughing so much, and Miss Rose was like,
Oh! Are you talking about the, what was it? The colonization project?
"Yes, yes, that."
Oh my god.
Yeah, she just came up and was like, "You guys need to stop being like second graders."
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh! Wait a minute, no, I remember that now. Oh my god. I remember it was like a girl from like one of the other colonization groups, and you guys were acting like idiots in the corner, I don't know what you guys were doing. Like it's
I don't
some
even know
Oh,
what we
weird
were
crap.
laughing at.
And
wait,
Honestly,
guys,
and you
I
guys were
forgot. Only second graders laugh.
okay. Don't that was really cringy. Like what the hell?
No, Russell was because she's like, stop acting like seventh graders or second graders. It's like, really?
Oh.
yeah.
All
Our
right. But like,
like,
no, but like I remember I saw her coming towards you guys. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna end
dude,
totally. And she goes like, stop acting like second graders. Like you guys are acting like so like weird. And then she
he's
just
the
walked
worst
away.
teacher in
I'm like, well, that's the problem. Okay, we're kids, and you're a
yeah,
kid too. Shut up.
yeah.
Oh
Like,
my god.
yeah, we're sixth graders. Like, we want to have fun while with this stressful project. And this is my opinion. I don't know if you agree with me, Russell, but our sixth grade core teacher was by far the worst teacher I've ever had.
Oh my god, she absolutely was. Like
Dude,
we're not gonna say names here, but
yeah,
if you for if you ever thought in your life, if you guys have ever thought about this, what hell would look like to you guys, this was me and Franco's personal hell. Was
yeah.
sitting in our classroom and hear like just talk and give homework out that would last 3 hours. Granted,
Yeah.
that sounds like the average amount of homework you would like the average time that you would do homework, but that was just her class. We had like another 3 hours of homework from all the other
Doesn't take me
classes.
3 hours to do homework. Maybe like half an hour.
We had
No,
three
it took
different
me like
sections.
4 hours.
But yeah, it basically took
Yikes.
3 hours as a whole to do the homework, cause her like she would barely give us enough. Like she'll like make us write down notes for like 5 minutes, and then like most of the class would not even be done yet, and she goes, "All right, moving on." I'm like, "Come on, I'm not even done writing the thing
Wait,
yet."
Russell,
Yeah,
Oh my
that doesn't
Russell,
make
god.
sense.
Russell, I don't know if you've ever had to do this before, but whenever somebody would not finish a test, she would make us go into like a private room and finish it.
Yes.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I
no, no,
remember.
no.
I
I
think
know,
it
I
was
know
like
what you're talking
snacks.
about. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I know I've
Oh, that
gone
happened
to
to
the
me.
back room to like finish
It
something, but I've
happened to
never
me.
done that with a test.
Yeah, this happened to me like the first week on like a like our first Friday test, and I don't think she told us about this, or I might have like not heard, but basically I turned in my test, I wasn't finished, and then like she came up to me and she was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "I didn't finish." And then she was like, "Go to the other room and finish it." And I was like, "Geez, okay."
With the attitude, with the attitude.
Yeah, like she
Yeah.
did not care.
Yeah,
I also remember where I think we were doing like a vocabulary thing. I think my Franco and Russell remembers where we are doing like a vocabulary thing and we're supposed to like get all the vocabulary words right. If you did not, then you had to write those words 100 times. And I actually wrote those words 100 times, and apparently she just excused me.
I don't think
Okay,
I.
I never did that before. Like
Yeah,
I
same
would
with.
Can I
write down
speak?
100 words. Maybe just because like mostly me and Franco aced that, or we just never did it.
Yeah,
Because I don't.
Wait, hold
That
on.
doesn't
Can I
really
speak?
sound familiar, honestly.
I still don't know how we managed to survive like that class in sixth grade.
Yeah,
I wish.
one of my closest friends, which was actually my neighbor before I moved out to Mountain House. He was a neighbor to me in Livermore. He he booked it. He left. He like moved
Russell.
classes because of
Yeah,
how hard the class was. And so like I was like, you know what?
Russell.
I'm like on the verge of just like
Russell.
quitting. Yeah, Chad.
Oh, sorry about that. Can I say something actually?
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Even though I don't go to the same school as as like my friends here, I can relate to them as so much because I took like band throughout my whole middle school, and oh my god, like my band teacher, she was the worst. Like she was so bad. She like mistreated her students so much. Like she personally hated me because I guess I was the class clown at the time. So okay, I will give you one example. So um one time in class, I was like just talking to my friend next to me, and we were just whispering. But still, I know you weren't supposed to talk, but I know you're supposed to talk. But she was giving like an announcement. But then, like, we stopped talking, and then she said, "Oh, Chad, you're not supposed to talk." After we didn't talk for like 5 seconds. Like, how does that like make sense at all?
Oh
Oh
my.
my god, I could
No,
feel
She
it.
just wants.
okay,
She just wants to
like
emphasize the point of just saying, "Hey, shut the hell up," while I'm trying
I
to
know,
finish
but
my
like,
point.
hear me out. Why didn't she say that in the middle of us talking? Then, like 10 or 5 seconds after, and you know what my consequence was?
Oh god.
What?
That day, we were supposed to get free frozen yogurt, and I couldn't get any.
Oh,
Damn.
that's. Oh my god,
Wow.
dude.
Okay,
At first,
and
at
then
first,
so I have to write an apology and say sorry personally.
Wait,
That doesn't even make any sense. How I have
hold
to
on.
write an apology and
Hold
I
on.
have the person to apologize.
Yeah, that
Hold on,
teacher's
Chad.
savage.
Chad.
Yeah,
Was
dude.
she like the kind of person that you would say like I'm sorry and then be like, no, you have to do it better. You have to say it better.
Yes, basically.
Oh
She's
my
like a Karen. I hate her
god.
so much.
wait, actually, now that you bring that up, I remember like in our old schools, or I think this was elementary, but whenever we would do like a specific thing bad, we would get the thing called a fix-it ticket, I believe. And you guys still in Russell, do you remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't really
I
want to
ended
remember it, but I do.
I ended up getting two, one in third grade and one in fifth grade. For third grade, I got it because it was like a day where we weren't supposed to use Chromebooks, but I wanted to play cool math games, so I got it and I got a fix-it ticket. But then,
Because like every single kid back then used to be like, "Yo, cool math games is the stuff, bro, dude. We gotta do this."
Bro, obviously,
Oh,
bro.
Still is.
yeah,
Yeah, run 3,
Oh yeah.
bro. That's like my stuff, man.
and
Yeah,
actually,
I
like
play most of those games. Like, I mean, even though it's a cool math, it's still pretty fun.
and actually, a fun fact: when I first started YouTube back in 2017, my first videos were cool math games. Like it would be like Run 3 and Red Ball.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, but my second one I got in 5th grade. I don't know what I did wrong. I can't really remember, but I know Aidan was there, but unfortunately he's still not here, or he left earlier. But I ended up getting a fix-it ticket. But then what I did was that I asked to use the bathroom. I took my fix-it ticket with me. I hid it in my pocket, and then like I shredded it up and then flushed it. And then like I think the next day he said, "Okay, where's the fix-it ticket?" And I was like, "What fix-it ticket? I didn't get one." I was like, "Yes, you did." So he ended up giving me a second one, and I don't even know if I filled that one out.
So you're supposed to give the ticket back. Oh my god, that would be such a nervous state.
Well, guys, is it alright if I can share my story?
Yeah.
But do you have multiple stories or is it just one?
All right, so I just have one.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
go ahead then.
So I'm pretty sure this was 5th grade, and we were eating lunch outside, like you know. And there was a yard duty who was like standing near our table while we were eating, and then we overheard on the walkie-talkie something we probably shouldn't have.
Okay.
Basically, one of the yard duties on the playground caught 2 second graders doing something.
Whoa!
I will not be
Jesus
named.
Christ. Oh,
Is it kissing?
No.
I hope it's kissing, bro.
No. It's worse,
Oh,
James.
no.
Whoa.
Wait, wait. I'm not trying to. I'm not really wanting to get too dirty with it, but it was like actually them doing it.
Yep.
Oh
What the?
God,
Okay, what the
no.
hell?
Okay.
Whoa,
And-
that's too young.
It
Dylan,
was in
hell?
the
That's
tube
too
tunnel.
young. They can't just do that.
Oh, of
Like,
course it's in the tube tunnel. Oh
hold
no.
up. They have literally terrible parents. Then I'm not even gonna lie.
Wait,
That is terrible.
Yeah,
That is terrible
Oh,
parenting.
God.
They did not raise well.
guys,
They're not. That is not
Jesus
some good parenting.
Christ.
Dylan, now that you bring up like 5th grade again, I remember one story I probably should have said earlier because it's a really good one. This was 5th grade again. Multiple of my stories are in 5th grade, but basically, I bought a monster can. I don't even know how they even sold it. Like, I was at 7-Eleven. I bought a monster can. The next day, I bring it to school. I show like you guys in my backpack, and then I ask to go to the bathroom. I take the monster can with me, like I hide it in my pocket. And in the bathroom, I open the can and drink the whole thing. And I put it at the very bottom of the trash can. And I don't know how the school did not realize that there was a monster can inside.
I mean, that's not like the worst thing that could happen.
That's
I
not
mean,
bad.
It's just an energy drink.
Yeah.
Originally, like,
But I think we can all agree that Franco's a goddamn savage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Originally,
Good job, Franco.
originally
He's
I
done
bought
some
that.
pretty stupid crap and yet has gotten away with it. Like
Yeah.
what?
Huh?
And like the pro thing about it is that it's such good stories. I was able to share it today, but
Oh yeah.
I bought the monster can because originally I thought like it would make you run fast because like I think that same day we had to like run around the blacktop, or you remember Dylan when we had,
do the
Yeah.
the mile.
Oh god.
And I was
And
a
you
slow.
thought that it made you faster?
Yeah,
Oh Jesus
I mean-
Christ.
it didn't.
Even-
Energy. Wait, how old were you, Franco, when you bought that
I was
monster?
11.
Oh, well,
You're
yeah, I
too young.
guess, because, like, young mind can, like,
If
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
don't know,
oh,
like-
if I drink an energy drink, it will give me energy to run faster.
exactly.
Well,
That's what
wait,
any 11-year-old think, actually.
Wait, does
But really,
that bottle
it's just like,
advertise
nah,
that?
bruh. No, it ain't that.
Alright.
I thought, like,
Franco.
Yeah, Vignesh?
Does the bottle advertise that you could get faster? I think I saw some bottle which says you could run 50% faster.
No, it was Monster. I don't think they ever had an advertisement where it would make you run fast. I just thought like because whenever we do the mile, I was always like super slow, and I would always like stop and walk because growing up as a fat kid, it was hard running, and I saw like and then like because at this time I watched a lot of Family Guy, and
Oh
even
Jesus.
I don't know how I was allowed to watch that. I think I first watched it at age 8.
Holy.
Actually, I watched Family Guy when I was like really young too, so I can relate to that.
I mean,
Okay.
honestly, I watched The Simpsons at a very young age, which is kind of like
I
the same level, honestly. Maybe
yeah,
a little
Simpsons
bit
kind of
less
violent.
than Family
I
Guy, but
think
kind
the
of
it's more
like
kid
Simpsons were like
friendly.
a little.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Simpsons because
And by
Simpsons
more
was
kid
like
friendly,
actually kid friendly at
like
some
a
point.
0.5% kid friendly.
Wait, so which age?
No,
Wait, what's the
Simpsons
age
was mostly kid
restriction for
friendly.
Simpsons?
Yeah, it was mostly kid friendly.
Wait, what age restriction is for Simpsons? Forgot. Isn't it
I don't know.
like PG-13?
It's not kid friendly. It's like a kid cartoon, mostly.
Yeah,
Oh,
mostly.
okay.
But
I
yeah,
don't think it's a cartoon because that's gross.
I saw an episode. There was an episode of Family Guy where like Peter first drank Monster, or I no, it wasn't. Well, he drank a Red Bull, but I thought Monster would do the same thing. Like he was like crazy energetic. Like he could run fast. He could like eat cereal fast. I thought that would be the same thing with Monster, but yeah, it didn't do anything for me. It just tasted like.
Well,
I
sorry
mean,
to interrupt, but I think we should start getting into Russell's stories and wrapping it up.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's getting a
Yeah,
little bit late.
All right, Russell, give us your best.
And nobody interrupt.
So technically, I have 2 stories, but I guess since the one I mentioned earlier, I have 3 now technically. But I'll mention this first one. So this was around I think 3rd, 4th grade, and um, obviously us being kids, we want to play dodgeball. Now, none of my friends on this episode, or really none of my other friends, were at the time playing dodgeball at the time I was doing this. So they really never. Well, some of them still don't know, but some of them I told about the story and recently. Um, but before they never knew about this story. So I guess for some of them, I mean, I think the only one out of all of us here that I've told the story to is maybe Dylan, and I believe
Yeah,
the
he
rest of
told me.
and the rest of you, I believe, don't know what I'm talking about. But okay. So I'm in 3rd, 4th grade. I am in the center. So basically, for elementary school, they have this painted circle where basically anyone who is in uh the outline of like the circle is throwing the balls inside to try and get people out, and whoever is in the circle is the people that are trying not to get out. So I'm in the middle, and like I'm like way shorter than all these other kids who are in like 5th grade, and my cousin's there with me, and he's on the inside playing dodgeball. Um, so we're playing this. Most of the people have gone out, so it's like me, my cousin, and a few other kids. I'm kind of out in the open a bit, like not trying to. Obviously, me being a kid, so I'm like, okay, what do I do, kind of. So I'm out in the open, and some kid throws the ball and hits my legs, and I basically just go like whack, and I get flown back, and I land on my back. It hurts a bit, but I'm like, okay, I got this. And my cousin comes over, he's like, "Are you alright?" Yeah, I'm like, "Yeah." So I stand up, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm ready to this." I'm started walking out, and I don't know what it was, but I turn around, and all of a sudden, another ball just comes in and whaps me in the face, and I get knocked down, and I'm just like, and obviously me being the kid, I start crying, and my cousin comes over, he's like, "Oh crap, are you alright?" And he's like trying to take care of me, and I had a bully in 3rd grade who was in the same grade as my cousin, and he starts laughing like, "Haha, like stupid kids." And my cousin got up and walked towards him and goes, "If you do this again, I will beat you up, and you're gonna be crying to your mom, and you're gonna who's gonna be the one that's gonna be laughing now?" And he walks back over to me and starts helping me, and I was like, "Wow!" And now I'm like, that I can trust him now. Now he's got my back, and even though we're obviously a lot older and I can protect myself more.
Wait, Russell, who was it again?
It was Dominic.
No, the kid who threw the ball in your
Oh,
face.
I don't remember. I don't really remember who it was, but I think it was the kid that's in our algebra class right now, Dylan.
Dude,
Okay, so
he failed
basically,
his classes last year, so he has to do it again, and he's in my PE class too.
Yeah.
so basically, in a nutshell, you're playing dodgeball
Oh,
and you get hit, and your cousin like, it's your cousin, right?
Yes, cousin.
Okay, so your cousin is taking care of you, and then like a bully comes up and says, "Ah, you guys are stupid," and
We
then
have
your cousin's like, "I'm about to end this whole man's career."
yeah, basically.
Well, Russell, sorry to interrupt, but I'm actually gonna go right now. But I'm just gonna leave off with a couple of things.
Okay. I kind of actually forgot my second story real quick. So you want to tell me so that I can tell it in a bit?
Yeah.
And then
Your Star Wars birthday stuff.
Oh
Anyways,
yeah.
before I go, just want to say two things. Guest star system. Comment on Russell's Instagram if you want to be in an episode, and
And you can also
also recommend video ideas.
Yeah, so yeah, either if you guys want to still DM me on Instagram, that will be in the description below. But now, all of our videos and future episodes of the podcast will have the comment section now. So if you guys
Yeah.
want to suggest any
Yeah.
ideas, you can comment in the comment section below.
You're now.
Well, I will see you guys later.
Alright. See
Goodbye.
you, Dylan.
Yeah, this was a good
Everyone
episode.
say,
See you, man. See you, Dylan.
see you,
See
Dylan.
ya.
Russell. If
Anyways, what, Franco?
oh, okay. So, like, I wish I was like wait, who left?
That was Chad.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish I
Us.
was your cousin, like, because, like, if I had like a sibling or a friend that got bullied, I'd be like, so you have chosen death.
Oh, Jesus, Franco.
Wait,
You know,
I
like,
guess like something like this happened. Wait, can I share my story real quick?
sure. I think
Okay, something like this like actually happened on fourth grade. So there's this dude. He's actually my best friend. I think in fourth grade. It's been like there's actually a strict teacher called Miss Newman or something like that. She was really strict, and I mean I didn't complete the homework because I think me and my family went outside for watching a movie instead of doing the homework, which is kind of unfortunate. And what happened is that we actually called him and I said like, can you help me out here? I was actually like stuck and I was kind of nervous. He's like, don't worry, I'll tell the teacher that it's my fault, and it was just so like surprising.
Oh, Aiden's
oh,
back.
it,
Oh yeah, well, yeah, Vignesh, I think that's actually kind of cool. Like that, your brother. Who is that? Your brother or your cousin?
No, that's actually my best friend, but he was actually
Yeah.
he was actually like acting like a brother for me. It's actually
So
really
yeah,
cool.
your best friend's basically got your back. That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, and all of you guys want to do the same thing. So
Yeah.
does anybody have any more stories, real quick?
Yeah, I still need to talk about my final story.
And then we're done.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna end out the episode.
All right. So,
So yeah, this happened. I think either in like the grade after that previous story, or in the same grade. I believe it was the grade after. And it was my birthday. If you guys don't know what my birthday is, it's November 7th of 2005. So this year I will be turning 15. Holy crap! I'm about to be 15 years old. All right. Anyway, but so it was fourth grade. It's my birthday, so I'm like, so the policy is basically like if it's someone's birthday, we'll celebrate it. We'll celebrate it, but you can't. None of the students could really bring anything in like to like give the person as a gift. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna, obviously most likely not gonna get anything, so I'll wait until home, and then obviously we'll get that over with. And right before we enter class, this girl that I won't say names because obviously privacy reasons. But she comes up and she gives me a bag, and I'm like, okay, and I look at the bag. It's a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff. Um, because this was like 2015, so the Force Awakens was either already out or was about to come out. So mostly all of the stuff that was in there was Force Awakens stuff. And I was like, wow, this is actually kind of cool. And my fourth grade teacher was one of like the nicest teachers, and she wasn't like, okay, leave it out here, because she was probably like, well, if I tell him to leave it out here, it's most likely going to get stolen, and then this kid's gonna be very sad. So she was like, okay, just bring it in, but don't go through it until school's done.
I know the audience is gonna hate me for saying this, but I have never seen Star Wars before. I just never got interested in it.
Honestly, Franco, I could kind of see where you're coming from with that.
Because like that during that time and some like still currently, I was into Mario, Ninjago, and Well, actually, like a lot of us were into Ninjago like during 5th grade, but
That might have to be brought up if we do a second part to our TV and movie discussion.
yeah, I was into like that stuff, and I never really found Star Wars interesting.
Actually, Franco, I relate to you. I actually never watched a Star Wars movie. Also,
And I know like there were like a lot of people who were talking about Star Wars, but I was like the only one who didn't like know or never watched Star Wars before.
well, I don't know. I don't know why, but Star Wars is just like it's like one of those kind of movies that I'm not interested with. I don't know why.
But yeah, to really quickly end it off.
Yeah.
End off my story, and then we can hopefully end the episode soon.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been going for.
Yeah.
I think on R.
But all I'll tell you guys right now is that it's our longest episode yet. Um, but yeah. So basically,
Oh,
and just
later,
left.
man.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, I got like a whole bag of Star Wars stuff for my birthday, and I got to keep it in class because it was most likely gonna get stolen if I left it outside. So I got to bring it in, and then obviously get back home and look through it all, and that was probably the best birthday I got to have at school.
Do you
Wait, what
know
was
what
your
I? Sorry for interrupting, but do you know what I really miss about having birthdays in class, like in elementary?
And what's that?
yeah?
You were able to bring treats for everyone.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah, dude,
in
that
middle
was
school,
like
you're not
so
about to
fun.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, in middle school, you're not allowed to do that. It's such a bummer.
I remember in 3rd grade when I turned 9 years old, my parents like came in the classroom and they brought like an Angry Birds cake.
Ooh.
They
Okay,
brought,
here I actually remember where I think like in 5th grade and I think forgot Creek something like that. I forgot the school name. I actually bought like lots of candies and the teacher was like so ignorant. She was like, you know what, just keep the candies out. And she went okay when it was actually my birthday. Okay, when we were celebrating my birthday, the teacher's like. Well, happy birthday, Vignesh. And then she's just like, she's so ignorant, and I like probably that's my first birthday ever.
That's cool. But yeah, is that really all the stories that we have for today's episode?
I believe so. Can I actually like? Actually, you can start off.
Well, Vignesh, do you have any more stories? Because I have none so far. Oh, and
Oh.
he just left.
Oh, well. Okay, well he's back.
Um, well, Vignesh, do you have like any stories you want to mention? Before we end the episode?
Vignesh?
I think
No, nothing else. That's it.
all right. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Cringe Squadcast.
If you have any ideas,
Any
like
ideas? Just DM.
Yeah, if you guys have any ideas to suggest to us or want to be in a future episode of the podcast, either DM me at my username will be in the description below, or now on either the previous episodes or this episode or any episodes that we do after this. You can post them down in the comment section. So
yeah, we finally have that feature enabled. And also like, wait, can I do this like real quick?
yeah,
I
sure.
want to talk about like the performance of the last episode and all the others so far.
Yeah,
So
sure.
for episode 4, it currently has 111 views, which it did better than the third for its week. But the third one now has 134. The second one has 205, and the first one now has over 300 views.
Jesus, guys! Thanks for
Holy
all
crap!
the support.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you for getting how much? I think we're at like over 700 views now, and we only made
Yeah,
5 episodes. Or
yeah. I
well,
think we're about to get like 1,000 views, which is actually like a
yeah,
milestone.
well, we're about to make our 5th episode now because we're about to upload it. But thank you guys for
Thank you.
us only making 4 episodes and already at over 740 views. Like
Oh
that's
yeah,
Yeah,
guys,
insane.
real quick.
thanks so much.
Oh yeah,
Um,
guys, real quick. Thank you guys for 25 subscribers. Like we are like
yes,
we
yeah,
are into 100.
yeah. Like we really hope that by the beginning of next year we can have at least maybe 100 subscribers or maybe even 50.
I don't know if
Um,
we'll be able
Yeah.
to, which honestly I don't know. I don't think we will,
I
but
think 50.
thank you
I
guys
think
for the support.
We'll let you keep expectations low, but yeah, we wish. We wish.
I think 50. I think 50 is a
Yeah.
reasonable goal to get to by the end of the year.
Yes,
And also,
60 or 50 or 70,
thank you
somewhere
guys.
around
Yeah,
that.
no, 50 is good.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
good.
help us
Thank
guys get to 50 subscribers by the end of the year, and maybe by next year, by summer, we can get to 100. So,
Yeah, and
Thank
um,
I
you.
hope we
Make
get
sure
to
you guys
1,000.
like.
It's extremely a lot, but
Thank you guys for the support, and if you love our content, you can share it with your family members, your
family,
friends,
friends.
anyone that might be interested in this. And also, guys, real quick, I'm actually the creator of the thumbnails and the
yeah.
icons.
So,
And and like we thank
round of
Franco so
applause
much.
for Franco for making the fantastic thumbnails.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he makes some of the best thumbnails ever.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
what he does,
some of the
but he
best
does make a
thumbnails
very
for
good one.
our standards, because honestly,
like
we
they're
can't
so
really.
simple. Like they're so simple, but they have like a really good charm into them.
So I must say they're simple but significant.
Yeah, and like the new profile picture for the Cringe Squadcast, that new one looks really good. And again, I made that.
Yeah.
I think that's like the best one I've made so far.
But yeah,
Yeah, to
like
be honest.
um, to end the episode off, like we said earlier, if you want to suggest an idea for a future episode or ask to be on a future episode of the podcast, comment down in the comment section below, or DM
Yeah.
me at my Instagram, which again will be in the description below. Um, Actually, and kind of a little special announcement. Franco has, since he is obviously joined our cast for the Cringe Squadcast, he has made his own YouTube channel now,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which will
you can
And
follow.
obviously,
subscribe
which
to
will
his
also
YouTube
be
channel.
in the description below.
Yeah,
So you guys go and check that out.
yeah, the
Um,
link in the description
and
below.
yeah,
And
if you
also
guys
some
like this episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for future episodes.
Yeah,
yeah.
But anyway, guys, hope you guys
and
enjoyed
also,
this episode of the Cringe Squadcast.
like
Franco,
real
you
quick,
want to say anything?
like since you mentioned that I do have a channel, they can also follow me on Twitter.
Yep,
Yeah.
follow Franco on Twitter. He might tell you
Announcements and
guys about
stuff.
that in his videos. Um, but anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I guess before we end the episode, really quick, should we give a little sneak peek to the next episode of the Cringe Squadcast? Next episode will be us. This might be a little bit more of a shorter episode, maybe 20 to 30 minutes long, and we're going to be talking about how we started the podcast. And then the
Yeah.
week after that, actually, we're not going to get into that now. Stay tuned for next week for the week
Yeah.
after that, for that episode. But anyway,
Announcements.
guys,
Thanks for the support.
Thanks for watching the video.
yeah.
Support
Thank
us
you for
again.
watching this episode of the Cringe Squadcast, and stay tuned for next week for us discussing about how we started the podcast. See
All
ya.
right,
See
guys.
ya.
Adios.